So hi guys, I want to just thinking about it makes me laugh. So I had a go at doing Ditchling Beacon from London to Brighton bike ride recently. And it's the last really steep hill and it just windy goes up and forever just continues. I want to share with you guys my attempt at Ditchling Beacon and trying to climb it, this full suspension mountain bike and all the weight and everything else. Try not to laugh, try and watch all of it. Try not to skip anything. If you skip anything, you might miss something. It is long. Certain incline parts is 8 to 12 degrees going up, and that felt comfortable. And certain angle, when they call the humps, it goes up to 14 to 17 degrees incline, and that was the killer. But before I can show you the attempt, and try not to laugh and fall off your seat, all right, I want to explain a few things. All right. On Saturday, the day before, the last 20 bikes we packed, I helped. And getting up and down on the tailgate, I felt a little twinge on my right hamstring. Didn't think much of it. It was a freezing cold morning. Went back to my place, massaged it, put some rubs on, stretched it, tried to sleep. That's it. That night, the plan was to go to bed at 9 p.m. But if the body clock is used to going to sleep at 11 p.m., midnight, it's not going to happen. And also the adrenaline and the excitement and everything else, for that reason, just couldn't sleep. Eventually managed to fall asleep 1 a.m. and the alarm clock was set for 3 a.m. So only 2 hours sleep. So that was already light injury, not 100%, plus the lack of sleep. Already, you are asking for trouble trying to do Ditchling Beacon. Sunday weather was temperamental. First it started off cloudy, then it went sunny, then it started to drizzle, then it went back to sunny. Throughout what happened, started off with the base layer underneath the cycling jersey, took it off in the middle, rain came, got cloudy, it was freezing, you're moving at 20 kilometers an hour, 30, 35. Put the base layer back on, and then towards the end, when I went to do the attempt, this was a big mistake. Had the base layer on, and that made the body heat go even higher. On my other video, if you saw it, you saw I was, it's karma, isn't it? We were having a little laugh with General Big Sid, and his quads went. A few kilometers later, we climbed a really steep hill, and the traffic lights changed, and I went to stop, and I put my right leg down for balance, and I felt something on the quad head near the knee, and from then onwards, the quads on the right leg just wasn't the same. Now I realized in the next couple of kilometers as I'm cycling, when the pedal was going to the bottom, that's when it was hurting. Luckily for me, the bike has a dropper post, so using the dropper post, I dropped it 1 inch down. At the time I thought it was half an inch, but I actually dropped it 1 inch down, and that took a little bit of the pain away, but still had to manage the pedaling and everything else throughout the ride, or else I wouldn't have made it, and that happened about halfway through. Now, I ride with this rucksack on my back, all right? People laugh at me and they go, why are you always riding a backpack? But I feel comfortable because there's some essentials I need. And from my test runs, I knew the quads might get into trouble. Now, to give you an idea, just a rough idea, the bag was 4 to 5 kilograms in weight. It had hydration pack bladder in there, which had about 1 liter of fluid mixed with electrolytes, and food, bike gear, things like puncture kit, pump, tools. Also, there was, would you believe it, a mini massage gun for quads, and I tell you, I used it on the last stop, which was a huge advantage and really helped. Also, the Bluetooth speaker, spare bottle of water, 500 milliliters. That's just the few and basic things I had in there. Totally, it was 4 to 5 kilogram, so that was a disadvantage. Plus, I had the GoPro harness, which is not small and light, and the GoPro, spare battery for the 360 camera, the bags on the bike, plus there was the phone here, another part here. The other disadvantage is full suspension bike, so that's heavier than your normal road bike and everything else. So the plan was, when I hit Ditchling Beacon, I went for comfort throughout the ride a little bit, okay? I could have made this fully locked out for the most part of the ride, but I think the body would have been so shattered by the time it gets there, so I kept a little bit of suspension on. And the plan was, when I get to the bottom of Ditchling Beacon, full lockout and full lockout, but I forgot to do it, and I went up in the normal setting, which was another disadvantage, and that didn't help. When we hit Ditchling Beacon, the sun was out, it was the hottest part of the day, and that was a huge disadvantage, and I had the base layer on, and that easily took the body temperature up higher, and obviously the body's working harder when it's hotter. If you've seen my other bike rides, you'll see I love to ride uphill any incline standing up, and I'm good at it and I enjoy it, but because of the injury, you'll see me try and the whole bike wobbles and I almost come off the bike. So I tried and it didn't work. Because of the injury, the seat wasn't in the most optimum position, so it was already 1 inch lower, and that didn't help. And obviously you're not getting the full energy onto conversion and propelling the bike forward. First time on Ditchling Beacon, and it wasn't well signposted. They could have had a few more marshals telling you how many more bends to go and so on. So not knowing was psychologically not good, because you are asking and you're not sure. When you know how many bends, you can, get yourself mentally, physically ready, and you know how much more you got to push. I can sense it's coming. There's no way around, there's only a hill. Bismillah, let's see. Let's see.
Do you think this is a slow gradual start?
No. This is the bottom flat. And look, everyone's going slow, pacing themselves. Have you done it before? No. First time.
And yourself?
First time.
How are you finding it so far?
Alright, yeah, not bad. Yeah, I'm alright. I think
Jelly.
Yeah.
Time to celebrate. Yeah. The view is stunning. I've seen quite a few videos. Is this the start of it then? Is this the start of it? Yeah. Is this the beginning of the Ditchling Beacon? Okay, so this is the shallow. So this you should be sitting down and doing. Let's go. Nice and steady. Come on, tops. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My camera's gonna die. Okay, lower gear.
I feel like dropping the top crank to a lower one.
Low, big, yeah. Actually, go for it, bro. Pick up a bit of momentum first. That's it. Leave it there all the way to the top of the beacon, yeah? Yeah, it's recording. But the thing is going to run out any second. Look at the view, guys. Say that again?
People coming off the bike.
Yeah. Alright guys, this is the beginning of Ditchling Beacon. One of the hardest climbs. Quad's already gone, so we're going to try and do as much as I can. The problem is I need to stand up and ride the really steep parts, but as soon as I stand up, the quad head is already ripped. So let's see, let's do this. Need a motivation song now. Let's go. Battery's gonna run out, so we won't be able to record the whole of the thing, but let's see. Lots of medical here. Okay. I accidentally pressed the wrong thing on the Bluetooth. shit. Already second granny gear. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, come on. Music, you killed me, man. No, 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 no. There's about 5 or 6 like this.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you meant-
Anyone know how long to go?
Two more bends. I think 3 more bends.
Come on, we got this. Let's go. Come on. Yes. Never used this game in my life.
Keep pedaling. Here we go. Ready?
Please, God, just let it end. Please. I can't do anymore. Focus, focus. Mind over matter, come on.
You can do it.
Thank you.
And 4 bends in the day.
How many bends?
4.
Oh,
Really?
4.
You can do it.
Yeah. Oh wow. This has been going on for a while now. I think 75. Yeah. But it's still killer. 1 year. Pardon? No, to be honest with you, walking's different. What's happening?
I'm hoping this is the last bend. Oh fuck. Sorry. How many more? Ah, momentum, momentum, momentum. Ah. Anyone know how far? Anybody? Ah.
You got it there, Hank.
Is that the last bend? No, you don't know.
I think that it is.
Please God, let me do this. Please Allah. Well done, Sid, mate.
Yeah, for sure.
That's right. Yeah, we still want it hot again.
On the high ground, they're going straight past. Wrestling there for once.
Yeah.
Am I there?
Well done, that is the top. That is the top. Take it easy, after you want me to take on the rest of it.
Well done, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
And those tyres as well, good on you.
Yeah.
Left-hand side. You're cycling through, stick on the right.
Yeah! Hell yeah! Oh, thank you, buddy. Ditchling Beacon, what? Oops, sorry.
Alright,
Do the hard bit.
you don't blow it now.
Jeez, I'm gonna collapse. 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 Oh, wheeze. Allah, thank you, Allah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Johnny,
Alhamdulillah.
what is it?
I don't know. He was with me, but he was struggling on the hill. Did you ride you up?
No, I didn't.
তুমি যাইতে হলে যাও কি friend? আইছে নি? I'm not gonna finish without my brother, man. Oh shit. Okay guys, here we are at the top of Ditchling Beacon. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Check out the view. Look at that. This is one side. There's a stadium, Brighton Stadium. There's some beautiful guys. This is the top of Ditchling Beacon, guys. Everyone having a break. Some people celebrating. Some people are dying. Sid, have you seen Kaisa? Don't go anywhere. I'm over there on the right hand side. Check out the view, guys. There's the people coming up. Ditchling Beacon, there they are. Quad's halfway started to go. So I saved my energy, I saved my muscle, and I've never used such a low gear. And I rode all the way up Ditchling Beacon. The feeling is amazing. I am so glad the way I managed the whole ride and absolutely smashed it. Hit the wall many times, but had to dig deep and did it. Awesome. With your friend?
The other one's trying to get him now.
Okay, yeah.
Basically,
All right. No worries.
You have a good day.
You too, buddy.
Well done.
Thank you. You too. Did you see anybody else? Did it. Awesome. Now 11 kilometers all downhill to Brighton here. Let's go. It's been absolutely fantastic. Ah, look at the poppy fields. Oh. We did it, brothers. Thank you, Allah. Thank you for great friends, this beautiful day, and health. Thank you, Allah. Thank you so much. What a fantastic ride. Absolutely amazing. And something special was done on this ride. Well, at least I can tell you guys, the thing that was special does, right? Ditchling Beacon was conquered by the one and only, and this was carrying a quad injury halfway. So I've never used, some of the guys call it granny gear, the biggest disc at the back, and I had to use it, and it was absolutely phenomenal. During the, what do they call it? I think they call it humps. You know, when the uphill gets really steep in between the slightly more shallow ones and close to giving up, but you dig deep, you dig really deep, and from your sports experience and competitive sports, you don't give up, never. So absolutely fantastic day. About halfway you'll see a lady walking on the left, and she was talking to me and she encouraged me. Whoever you are, thank you so much. At the same time, there was another lady on the bike, yellow top, black shorts, red psych bike. She didn't say much, but at that point you'll see a lady talking to me. Her encouragement words were so nice. At the time I just heard words, I don't know where it was coming from, but later on when I watched the video, I've already watched it about 15 times. So blessed and so lucky. Those words gave me that extra strength, and thank you for your encouragement, whoever you are. Now, if you guys are doing the Ditchling Beacon and you're not sure when it ends, most of it you've got the trees and the bushes, but when you reach the top, the last bend with the mound and the long grass on your left, that's when you know you're on the last bend, guys. And round the corner, that last incline is the one. That lady on the last bend on the last mound, if you didn't tell me that I've reached the top and I just got to steady myself and pace myself, that's what you said. Thank you so much. If you didn't, I was actually ready to come off my bike because I was ready to give up. Basically, I had nothing left in my muscle, in my energy, psychologically, mentally, I had nothing left. I was ready. But because of your words, I found a little bit more strength and I knew how close I was, and I managed to do it. During the incline, at the bottom, the marshal did say, riders stay on the right, people walk on the left, but halfway up, or even the first third, it just got all messy and I was all over the place. People were all over the place. A couple of times people stopped right in front of me and I almost lose momentum. At one time I went to the left and I almost got jammed in. Now, one of the first ones when I almost got stuck, I started to breathe honestly like a horse. and that person in front of me heard, and then they moved out the way. Another one, I started talking, I started saying momentum, momentum, momentum to myself, and the people in front of me heard and they moved out the way. Honestly, if you're doing it and you lose momentum, forget it. You're not getting back on the bike unless you're really, really strong. On the last, I would say 20%, I tried to stand up and ride, and the quads were just not having it, and the whole bike started to wobble, and I just quickly sat back down. Basically, I said to myself, forget it, mate. This is not happening. You're not going to ride up this hill standing today. I done the whole ride sitting down. That is crazy. I never go uphill sitting down. I usually do a good 25 to 30% standing up. At the bottom, you saw music plays a big part for me when I ride. I get extra 10% energy from music. But I am a great believer that everything happens for a reason. That ride, God wanted me to actually able to hear my commentary, my breathing and everything else. And that's why I accidentally pressed a Bluetooth button and the music went off. At the time I didn't know, and I was feeling bad, thinking I wish I had my music. But later when I looked at the footage, perfect. I didn't need music. I actually needed to record my voice and my thinking and my words and my breathing, and it happened. Brilliant. Should have stopped at the bottom of the hill. There was a little stop and recuperated, got energy back, refueled, massaged and ready for the climb. But adrenaline was going and wasn't thinking, sun, everything, so many mistakes. Learn from it and next time do it differently. The 3 children that gave me the high five, the 2 girls and the boy at the bottom of the Ditchling Beacon, that's what started it off, the adrenaline and everything. Thank you so much guys for your support and everything else. So guys, I did it with this bike, full suspension up Ditchling Beacon. The full recording was there, and at the bottom of the hill when I was starting, I looked at the GoPro and it said it only had about 10 or 15% charge left. I didn't expect that battery to last and for me to be able to record the whole thing. Silly. Should have stopped at the bottom, recuperated, put a new battery in, but I took the risk and luckily, so glad, managed to record the whole thing on the GoPro. So the attempt to climb Ditchling Beacon with all those things going wrong and bad planning and decision, it was probably a bad decision. It took a good few days to recover because the heat and the pushing the body to the absolute limit and beyond. Yeah, it took its toll. So you learn from your mistakes. Next time, do it a little bit different and be more sensible. There was so much wrong going into that climb. But after it was done, feeling and the buzz was absolutely amazing. Alright guys, thank you so much. There'll be 2 more videos, one short version of the Ditchling Beacon, just so people who are researching, they can find out what it's like. And then finally, I'll close this chapter off with some more information, what happened with the ride and us. Thank you so much for watching guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, much love, and I'll catch you on another video real soon. Bye for now.